Okay, so I wanted to do a video to talk about my Robi Jr. because the listing that I got him on Amazon I purchased him for like 130 US dollars. Now I think it's listing for like 140 USD, and it was way cheaper than some of the other ones, and he shows orange rather than red. So like typical Robis are like red, blue, white, and black. And he's orange. So I was wondering if like, is he a knockoff? So I started doing some research and I discovered that he's actually the newer edition. Despite the fact that the listing that I purchased him from Amazon ships from Japan and he was cheaper by about $100, he's actually a newer one from 2017. This is the product news release from Takara Tomy regarding this newer model. So this Robi Jr. is actually a newer model, and you can tell that from the fact that he's orange. One of the most important things about this, I'm not going to read the whole product release. I will provide a link, though, in the description, is that he has 2,000 phrases in Japanese. The older one that's in red is 1,000. So it's the same voice actress as Robi, and he just, he basically just has quite a few more phrases in Japanese than the one that was released in 2015, which is red instead of this orange color. He also has something called a friendliness booster, that the more that you talk to him, you unlock new options. Okay, so again, I'll provide a link to this PDF document. They talk about how Robi was developed, D'Agostini, what is Robi, and I am getting the original Robi, which has less phrases, but he's an actual robot versus this version that I'm not able to build or anything like that. And then they talk about the Omnibot series. And there's like a huge number of Omnibots. And I did not actually realize that Zoomer Kitty, which is Bella, the pink kitty that I have, is also produced by Tomy. So I'm going to look into Kirobo. It sounds like that's yet another one that is maybe released, not from necessarily from Tomy, but related to the creator of Robi. So this one is only about 2 years old versus being 2015, so 4. It does require batteries. Now, I have not yet done the setup options because I have a bit of a concern because I don't know Japanese that well. I used to study it, but that was 20 years ago. So it might be over 20 years actually. So there's concerns that I'm not going to go through the setup properly, and then I think he only can do the setup once. Robi for certain can only do it once, but the Robi that I'm building is English language, and this one is Japanese only. So yeah, so anyway, if you see the orange one and you're thinking it's like a knockoff, which I was concerned about, even though it's being shipped from Japan, it's actually a newer version, and it's an improved version that's actually cheaper. All right, so just wanted to provide an update on that once I found out the information. Thank you. You have a good night.